Christmas is supposed to be cozy. For the Kardashians, it's expensive. Less silent night, more silent bank account. Their gifts come wrapped in diamonds, cars, and stock portfolios. Not paper? Is it envy? Maybe a little. Mostly it's fascination. Because they don't celebrate Christmas, they redefine what a gift even means. The CEO of Christmas chaos. Everything begins with Kris Jenner, the woman who didn't just raise children, she launched brands. Kris doesn't approach Christmas as a holiday. She approaches it like a quarterly earnings call with wrapping paper. Over the years, Kris has made it very clear that her love language is large purchases delivered without warning. One year, she reportedly gave her kids luxury vehicles as Christmas gifts, casually handing out cars the way normal families hand out matching pajamas. Golf carts, high-end SUVs, custom rides, each gift presented with the same calm energy you'd use to offer someone a glass of water. There's something deeply unhinged yet impressive about watching someone normalize gifting a car. No build-up, no dramatic pause, just, "Oh, by the way, this is yours now." Meanwhile, the rest of us are standing in checkout lines, proud we didn't forget batteries. Kris Jenner doesn't set the tone for Christmas. She bulldozes it and rebuilds it in marble. When gifts become statements, if Kris is the architect, Kim Kardashian is the interior designer of excess. Kim doesn't just give gifts, she curates moments. Her Christmas presents are less about surprise and more about legacy. There have been holidays where Kim gifted her children real diamond jewelry. Not toy versions, not for special occasions. Actual diamonds. The kind that comes with appraisals, security considerations, and possibly a family meeting about safekeeping. Think about that contrast for a second. Many parents spend Christmas reminding their kids not to lose socks. Kim Kardashian is teaching responsibility through gemstones. While some kids unwrap plastic toys destined to break before New Year's, Kim's kids unwrap items that could realistically fund a semester of college. Kim's philosophy seems to be that if you're going to grow up in luxury, you might as well understand it early. And nothing teaches that faster than diamonds under the Christmas tree. Merry Christmas, here's an asset. Back when they were still together, Kanye West managed to redefine holiday gifting in a way that still feels unreasonably intense. Instead of jewelry or designer items, Kanye gifted Kim shares in major companies, Apple, Disney, Adidas, stocks, for Christmas. Imagine waking up on Christmas morning, opening a beautifully wrapped box, and discovering you now partially own global corporations. No batteries required, no assembly needed, just generational wealth and long-term dividends. It was the most Kanye gift imaginable, creative, unconventional, and quietly aggressive. While the rest of us get gift cards and hope they weren't re-gifted, Kim received financial instruments. Merry Christmas, but make it a retirement strategy. Billionaire parenting, no discounts. Then there's Kylie Jenner, who somehow makes billionaire behavior look both excessive and strangely casual. Kylie doesn't believe in half measures, especially when it comes to her daughter, Stormi. One Christmas, Stormi received a fully built, life-size playhouse that looked better than most starter homes. Electricity, air conditioning, furniture, detailed interiors. This wasn't a toy, it was a property. Most kids' playhouses are made of plastic and hope. Stormi's came with climate control and what felt like an HOA. Somewhere in the world, an adult toured that playhouse and reconsidered their life choices. There's some debate about whether the gift technically came from Kris or Kylie, but at that level of wealth, arguing over who bought the miniature mansion feels almost philosophical. Either way, the message was clear: childhood, but luxury. Billboard romance is a choice. Kylie's gift-giving doesn't stop with children. At one point, she gifted Travis Scott a massive billboard on the side of a Los Angeles highway as a Christmas present. A billboard? Most people only interact with billboards when they're stuck in traffic or being aggressively sold something. Kylie saw one and thought, yes, that's romantic. It's a bold move, a public declaration of affection large enough to be visible from space. And while most people might reserve billboard purchases for album launches or lawsuits, Kylie used it as wrapping paper for love. If your relationship milestones involve advertising infrastructure, you're living in a different reality and probably paying a different tax rate. Quiet luxury, loud price tags. Khloe Kardashian often gets described as the most relatable Kardashian, which sounds comforting until you remember that relatability in this family exists on a very flexible scale. Yes, she's warm, funny, and emotionally open. But she's also the person who reportedly treats diamond jewelry like a stocking stuffer. Not the main gift, not the dramatic centerpiece, just a little something extra you pull out of a sock after the candy canes. In a normal household, stocking stuffers are the low-stakes portion of Christmas. Gum, chapstick, a travel-sized lotion you didn't ask for but will definitely use. In Khloe Kardashian's world, they are gemstones that could trigger a conversation with your insurance provider. These aren't impulse buys. These are items that require careful handling, emotional maturity, and possibly a small velvet box with its own backstory. That's what makes Khloe's gifting style so quietly intimidating. There's no fireworks, no over-the-top announcement, just understated generosity that gently reminds you that her baseline version of extra could fund a down payment elsewhere. It's luxury that whispers, not shouts. But the echo still hits your bank account like a jump scare. Aesthetic, ethical, expensive. Then there's Kourtney Kardashian, whose approach to Christmas could best be described as calmly elite. While other family members lean into spectacle, Kourtney Kardashian opts for something more refined, curated, wellness-infused, and just environmentally conscious enough to make you feel slightly guilty about your wrapping paper choices. Kourtney's gifts are often handcrafted, artisanal, and wrapped in sustainable packaging that somehow looks more expensive than glossy paper ever could. Even the wrapping feels intentional. Minimalist, earth-friendly, suspiciously perfect. You can tell the gift wasn't grabbed last minute. It was researched, sourced, and probably aligned with someone's chakra. What makes it especially impressive is that you might not immediately know how much the gift cost. There's no obvious logo screaming for attention. Instead, the luxury reveals itself slowly, through texture, quality, and the quiet confidence of something that didn't need to prove its price. It's the kind of present that comes with a philosophy, a mood, and possibly a subtle reminder to drink more water and reduce inflammation. This is luxury that doesn't flex, it judges gently. And yet, despite the ethical materials and wellness messaging, it still somehow costs more than most people's monthly rent. The Kardashian Christmas party. And then, just in case you forgot which family you're dealing with, there's the annual Kardashian Christmas party. This isn't a gathering, it's an operation, a full-scale production that makes shopping mall decorations look emotionally underfunded. We're talking indoor snow machines, couture outfits, celebrity performances, and decor so elaborate it could reasonably be depreciated as an asset. This isn't putting up lights. This is engineering a winter wonderland inside a private estate with enough visual impact to confuse Santa himself. While most families debate where the tree should go, the Kardashians build entire holiday environments. Their homes don't get decorated, they get transformed. Christmas becomes immersive, cinematic, slightly overwhelming. It looks less like a holiday celebration and more like a high-budget film set where gingerbread houses are props and every corner is Instagram-ready. At this point, Christmas isn't about tradition, it's about execution. Why we watch, even when it hurts. Here's the wild part. To the Kardashians, none of this feels extreme. This is just Christmas. This is normal. This is tradition. Meanwhile, the rest of us are checking bank balances and whispering motivational speeches to our wallets. But that's exactly why we watch. Because their excess is so far removed from everyday life that it becomes entertainment. It's fantasy. It's absurd. It's oddly comforting to know that no matter how broke you feel, someone out there is wrapping a billboard. So if you're feeling financially fragile this holiday season, don't worry. You're not failing. You're just not a Kardashian. And honestly, that's okay. Their Christmas budgets have commas. Ours have emotions. But at least our gifts don't come with insurance paperwork. And that, truly, is the real holiday magic. And if this made you feel equal parts entertained and financially attacked, don't worry, you're not alone. The Kardashians may unwrap diamonds, but we unwrap reality. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for more pop culture stories, luxury chaos, and moments that make your bank account feel seen.